Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with my last haul of the year. It's pretty small, but I thought it'd be fun to share. I originally was going to do it as an unboxing, but that didn't really work out because I was unorganized. But anyway, here it is. It's pretty short and sweet. First item I don't actually have yet, but it's coming from eBay. It should be here in a few days. I know, more eBay. I'm bad. I shouldn't even have got it, honestly, but I found another set. I hate to even say it. I found another set of the Derwent Studio 72, the vintage style, in a wood box, but it's the brown wooden box, and I really want to put my Derwent drawing in one of the Derwent boxes. So I'm going to take those studio pencils out and put my Derwent drawing set in the wooden box. I just think those are so fun to work out of. I don't know, I'm on a weird kick with those lately. So anyway, I'll put a picture of it up there. I think I ended up paying about $78 with the shipping, which is crazy. Those sets are so cheap on eBay. People just part with the supplies, and to buy that stuff brand new, it's just so much more. I still can't get over it. But I actually think that studio line is discontinued as far as I know. But anyway, I'll be excited to transfer my drawing pencils into that box when it gets here. But everything else I have today is from Blick, with the exception of an item that's holding some items. So I placed a rather large Blick order. They have a lot of items that are part of a liquidation sale right now, and I couldn't resist. So as I've shared in the other video, I have a couple sets of the Derwent artist pencils, but mine are vintage, and the vintage line only went up to 72 pencils. But they actually expanded that line to 120 pencils. I don't think you can buy the full set anymore. They're discontinuing that too, of the wood box. But anyway, the Blick liquidation sale that they've got going on, they have Derwent artist pencils on there for 98 cents a pencil. So I thought it would be fun to finish my set, so I have the full 120 color range. It's almost the full 120 color range, but they sent me grass green instead of lime, so I have technically 119 colors, I suppose, but that's okay. It's close enough to the full set. So, and I also ordered what you see here, some Canson graduate Bristol board that was part of the liquidation sale. I ordered 8 pads, but I only received 7, which was on my unboxing. I was kind of mad about that, but it cracks me up because I ordered, let me see, I counted them. I ordered 63 pencils, actually 63 artist pencils and 3 Inktense, which I'll show. But they got all those right except for the line pencil, because I ordered duplicates of some of the colors I really like. And they got all the pencils right, but one of the biggest items in the order, they missed one. So I emailed them. I haven't heard back yet. I'm hoping I can at least get my credit back, because these were $7 and change a piece. But I like to draw comics. I've shared that many times in my videos. And for inking, I really like the smooth Bristol board. I've never used the Canson Graduate. It's actually a little bit thinner than I expected it to be, but it's pretty standard as far as the weight. But whatever, we'll see how it works. I don't know. I'm curious to try it, but for that price, who the heck cares? But the ink just lays down so nicely on smooth Bristol. So, and I'm out of that. I only have Bristol Vellum, and it's like a half-used pad and a half. But I like to use that for colored pencil. So anyway, I have 7. Should be 8. I have a project planned out, and I specifically wanted 8 for the number of pages. There's 20 sheets in here, so I'm shorted for my project, but that's okay. I'll get it figured out. I'll probably just run over to Hobby Lobby. Fun fact, I live right by a Hobby Lobby, but I try not to go there too much anymore. It's just all their stuff's just their store brand now, pretty much, and their paper is probably the only thing that's really worth it for me. But anyway, here's a couple of the extra artist colors that I got. I won't go through every single color because that's boring, but I kind of wanted to show. I think I figured out why they were so cheap, because there's so many of them that have inconsistencies with the paint jobs. And some of them are this dark green color, which I guess was the newer artist color. But some of these, it's like the paint is it's like iridescent. I don't know, it's weird. And a couple of them had like cracked ends of the barrels and just chipping and misprints. So I don't know if that's why they were so heavily discounted, because they're slightly imperfect, but I really don't care too much about the appearance. The only thing I don't like is I hate these stupid barcodes around them, but I'm going to leave them. They're going to get sharpened off anyway. So the colors I really love, I got 2 of. And it's funny to me because some of these colors are in the Pro Color set, but not in the other lines. So I thought it would be fun to have the full range in the artist pencils, which I love even more than the Pro Color. But the two work really well together. I'm going to do a whole video about everything I love about Derwent and which ones play nice together and everything else. I think it'll be so much fun. I've been comparing them and doing a bunch of different swatches. I really find it nice that across all their lines, a lot of the colors are carried over from each pencil line, but the pigments match up so well. It's I'll show it in another video, but I thought that was really neat because even with my Prismacolors through the years, from the vintage to the new ones, you can tell that the pigment lots were slightly off because some colors will be lighter or darker, even though it's the same pencil number, the same hue, everything. It'll be slightly different, but Derwent's pretty good about that across the board with all the lines, and I found that with my newer pencils and my older pencils. So fun fact that I noticed. So now that I have the 120, I thought it was kind of cool to bust out this pencil holder I've been holding on to for a while. Oh, I guess I need to take the camera out. One moment, please. Okay. Oh, I thought I paused it, but I guess I stopped it, so whatever. But this is a 120 pencil holder, so I've already filled in the gaps of the colors I was missing, with the exception of lime. Every slot is full, though, so now I'm wondering if there's a different color that's taken the place of lime, or if I accidentally put 2 of the same pencil in here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway. This was actually off of Amazon. I don't know if anyone else is in that Amazon Vine program where you can review stuff. They don't always have a lot of art-related items, but I try to keep my eye out. But this was an item from Jerry's Artorama. It was HG Concepts Mezzo Artist Studio Pencil Holder. I don't know, but it was on there a couple months ago. But it's just these little, you know, wooden cutouts that you just put them together and put these bands around them to secure them. And I haven't been using it. It was in a closet. I've been using that spinner that my boyfriend made me, and I love it so much. But all of my artist pencils, plus all the other pencils I want to keep in the spinner, won't fit in the spinner. So this one will just be for the Derwent artist, and then I'll be able to put more of my drawing pencils in the spinner. So I was excited for that, and to finally put this to use. The only thing is the product, the way they showed it, they show all the pencils standing up straight, and there's like these little holes in the bottom that you're supposed to be able to put the tips in, but they're not aligned with the top holes. So only the top row or tier stands up straight the way it's supposed to, and the rest of them kind of lean, but it makes this weird cool pattern. That's not how it's pictured, but that's how mine is, so not a big deal, but it's just kind of silly. Maybe that's why it was on there. I always feel like they put the junk items on Vine. It's like stuff nobody's really looking for, or stuff nobody would actively be buying, in my opinion, allegedly. I have found some cool art stuff on there, but not too much, and recently it's just junk. Sorry, Amazon. But it was cool to get this for free to review it, so I do really like it. It's pretty sturdy once you put it together, and then those bands. The only thing is I'm curious to see how long these little rubber bands hold up. They're pretty thick, but I'm curious to see if they'll dry out and this thing will just fall apart over time. But I suppose you could always do like wood glue or something around them just to hold it in place. But pretty steady so far. So there's my Derwent artist. I have the full range except for lime, allegedly. It's cute to see it in the color order. I know my pencils don't all match, but that doesn't matter to me. It only matters what's on the inside. That's what counts, right? But I do wish they would go back to this. I liked that you could see those thick cores and see how centered they were. And I feel like the quality really went downhill once they switched to this kind of painted barrel style. It's probably cheaper, though, instead of having to paint every individual barrel. For sure, it's cheaper just to do one color and just dip the end, I guess. But just sloppy. Yeah, the quality on some of these was just cracking me up. I said, well, no wonder it was so cheap, but you can't complain for that price. So All right, so we'll move that out of the way. All right, so we got 63 artist pencils, 3 Inktense, which that's not super exciting, but the colors were interesting. I'm keeping all my Inktense in this artist tin. These are ones that are in my little spinner, so, or now they're in that wooden rack, but I got 3 new colors. What was it? Madder Brown. I got dark chocolate and leaf green, which I had forgot I ordered them, but then when I opened it up, I realized. But so they are right here on my little sketchbook page. I really love the colors. That Madder Brown is so beautiful. I think I saw that in somebody else's video, and I love the color so much, and I wanted to get it. And the leaf green is really pretty too. It's kind of an olive yellow color. Chocolate, I don't know, I was surprised. The chocolate in all of Derwent lines is usually so dark, but the Inktense version is, once you add the water to it, it's just completely desaturated, but it's still a nice color. So, and I don't have it. I'm not going to get the full range of Inktense, but I am excited just to play around with them a little bit. So that was that, and I have one more item, and I'm kind of going to give it away here. Oops. Oh no, it's out of frame. All right, so I could not resist this. I kept seeing these in other people's videos. Normally I don't buy stuff just because other people are talking about it, but they looked so much fun to play with. But they had them in the liquidation sale, and they are the Cretacolor Mega Color pencils. And they're huge and they're beautiful. Let me see if I could zoom it in. But these are the pencils. I've already been playing with them. I haven't sharpened any yet. I didn't get the sharpener. That was an oversight on my part, but I do have some utility knives. I can just sharpen them that way because they don't fit in anything I currently own. But oh my gosh, it was like being a kid again. It's like a crayon in a pencil. They smell amazing. I regret not trying these sooner. There's a metallic set too. It's not available at Blick, but they do have it on Amazon. And I was gonna check Michael's and see. I don't even know if they carry these over there. Their selection's getting pretty limited anymore too, but these are amazing. I don't really see too many people talking about them, but I saw a couple people had them in their collections. And so I did swatch them out. They feel like my Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor pencils. They feel like that. That's what they remind me of going down. I did get my swatches wet just to see. There was like a light, very faint transfer of the colors if you get them wet. So, but that's not a huge deal to me. I wouldn't be saturating my paper. But look at these colors. They're so vibrant. I didn't even have to press hard. This was kind of like a little shading test up here. These are Derwent swatches to the side. Ignore that. But I was super happy with them. I've been kind of messing with them a little bit. Let me see. Oh, here's my Derwent colors that I was missing. A non-aesthetic swatch sheet. And let me see. Sorry. And I didn't do anything super crazy yet, but I just was playing with some of the colors, and I was having a lot of fun. I just was kind of scribbling, and I keep having a vision of I want to do something with like grays, orange, and blues. I don't know why. Maybe red accents. This is almost like a little rooster style, I guess. I don't know. I was just playing around with the Cretacolors, but I'm having so much fun with them. I just want to do all the pieces with them. I'm excited because you can do a lot of big work, and I'm curious to see how they'll work with my Prismacolor, my art sticks. They might not work at all because those art sticks are pretty waxy, but I'm curious to see. If it doesn't work with those, I bet they'll work pretty well with the new pastels because this formula seems like it's a little bit on the drier side. But I was just so surprised. I probably did like at least 5 or 6 layers, and I could still lay pigment down. I was honestly so surprised. I love them. I had to fight the urge. I really wanted to order another set. I'm so horrible for that, and I need to stop because it takes away from the specialness of having a really nice set when you have like 3 or 4 of them. You really don't need that many, and I keep doing it. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, I did not order the second set. I will refrain because it will probably take, I just feel like these wear down so quickly. I already was wearing them down quite a bit, but look at how many other things I have. I do not need to order another set, but I do really like these. I'll be sad though if they are being completely discontinued and I won't be able to get them anymore. That was the main reason why I thought about ordering another one. But maybe I could order a smaller set of just the basic colors and just keep this big set. They had a 12, a 24, and a 36, but the price ranges are so weird. It's like, I want to say like 25, maybe $30 for the 12 set. It's a weird price system, but the 24 set jumps up to 40, 42, and then the 36 set went to 48. I was like, well, why would I pay $42 for 24 when I could pay 48 and get all the colors? That didn't really make sense to me. But I wonder if they'll release a bigger set that includes all their metallics. That would be kind of neat. I don't usually use metallics, but I've never used giant metallics. So I thought that would be kind of fun to try, but they're probably $25 or something like that when I looked at them on Amazon. But I've been having so much fun. I love these. I didn't think I would like them that much. I'm happy I do because I'd be kind of mad to waste that much money, but that's a favorite. I wonder if they're made by similar companies because even the tin is similar to that Lyra polycolor tin. The last time I ordered those brand new, they came in a tin like this. The same type of really shiny silver. And anyway, I'm rambling now, but that's it. That's my last haul of the year, or so I say. I'm going to try to be so good. I don't need anything else. I've been working very hard in my sketchbook. I've already went through, I tore one of the tabs out, but I've already done 9 tab pages, and I think I was keeping track of them somewhere. I think there's like 50 something. 51 pages total that were left blank. Yeah. I've got 9 of them done. I probably will get done before the end of the year like I want to. I'm so excited. I'm going to be sad when I finally get to retire this book, but I'll probably keep coming back to it. I like to use my sketchbooks like coloring books to test out techniques and different products. So I'm sure I'll keep coming back to it, but I'll be sad to not draw on it anymore. It took me a long time to really get into this one, but the more I get into it, the more attached to it I get. Oh, but anyway, that's it. Sorry, my camera keeps bouncing. I need to find a way to stabilize that a little bit better, but that is what I got, and I hope you enjoyed and you find some other things that inspire you. I'm really going to be digging into these Cretacolors. I'm curious to try them on larger paper. I have a couple paper pads that are like 18 by 24 and 22 by 30. I've got a couple big sizes, so I'd be curious to see how they hold up on that. Anyway, have a good day, enjoy some coffee, and make some art. Thanks for watching. Bye.